So hey guys, what's up? So welcome to World News 20 new channel. So let's talk about rate of spread in India world. Although COVID-19 cases have grown faster of the last 1 week, the transmission rate in India is lower than elsewhere. Experts note a comparison of growth in cases deaths between India and other countries. Transmission of COVID-19 in India has increased to an extent over the past week, yet the rate remains significantly lower than that the global rate. On March 19, every positive case in India was transmitting the virus to 1.7 people on an average. By March 26, that number had risen to 1.81, but remains significantly lower than in countries such as Iran or Italy. According to Institute of Mathematical Sciences in Chennai, scientist Sitabra Sinha, for comparison study in The Lancet, estimates the global transmission rate of the COVID-19, the number of persons infected by every positive case, to be between second and third. By the end of the month, about 1,500 live infections. Seen estimate speaking on March 26. By April 5, just upward of 3,000, and in the worst case will just cross 5,000. There has been a slight upward shift of the slope of the exponential curve after March 16. However, the effect of the lockdown should also bring down the growth rate somewhat, but we will only know by how much after a week. 30 days, 6 countries. With this low growth rate, it took 1 month for India's COVID-19 case numbers to climb from 3 to 1,000. Comparing this month's case growth to South Korea's first month of cases shows that India's curve has recently become flatter than that of the other country at a corresponding stage. The death rate has remained flatter as well. In fact, in comparison of the first 30 days of the 6 different countries, case counts shows that India has had a lower growth than the South Korea, Spain, Iran and Italy, but not Singapore. It is important to note, however, that due to testing differences, this country reported numbers taken from the World Health Organization are dependent on the amount of the conducted tests. And also these numbers are subject to the change depending on a variety of factors such as the effectiveness of the India's 21-day quarantine. Week by week, looking back to week-long periods, India's cases grew from 3 to 43 to 114 to 415 to 1071 on the 29th day. South Korea climbed from 4 to 23 to 28 to 104 to 1766 on the 29th day. Reports show South Korea experienced an anomaly. A patient 31 was a super spreader, transmitting the virus to an unusual number of the people before testing positive. Weekly Singapore climbed from 4 to 18 to 43 to 75 to 90 on day 29 and 91 on day 30. Spain climbed from 2nd to 151 to 1,639 to 11,178 to 39,673 and then over 47,000 a day later. Italy climbed from 3 to 650 to 3,858 to 15,113 to 41,035 and 47,021 on the 30th day. Iran climbed from 2nd to 141 to 2,922 to 9,000 to 17,361 and 18,407 on the 30th day. That's across the 6 countries, showcase a relatively low growth in the India thus far. In the 2 weeks after each country first coronavirus death, India's number grew from 1 to 4 to 70 from 1 week to the next. South Korea's rose from 1 to 13 to 35. Spain climbed from 1 to 48 to 598. Iran went from 2nd to 22 to 92. Italy soared from 2nd to 29 to 234. Rate of transmission. Compare India low transmission rate 1.81 to that of Italy between 2.76 and 3.25 according to the European Center for the Disease Prevention and Control. The number is called a pre-production number and used to describe the contagiousness of the disease when there are less than 1, meaning not every infected person spread the virus to another. Disease ceases to become an epidemic above 1. The country witnesses an exponential growth in the cases. Epidemiologists have championed social distancing in order to flatten the curve. This means that by preventing people from interacting, each affected person is likely to transmit the virus to less people, slowing the speed of its spread and allowing the healthcare system to handle the influx of the patients. So if you like the channel, so kindly subscribe to it.